Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we discuss a chilling case surrounding a potential witness to a crime whose remains turned up just days before she had to appear in court. It all begins to unravel with a very gruesome discovery in the Missouri River. This is the story of Jaynie Crosdale. Jaynie, affectionately known as Jaybird, was 36 years old and a kind-hearted soul who saw the good in everyone. But sometimes trust can be dangerous, and for Jaynie, it led to an unthinkable fate. The town of Excelsior Springs, Missouri, would soon learn that her disappearance was not just a tragic loss. It was a key piece in a web of woven terror by a monster lurking in the community. The first horrifying clue surfaced in the unlikeliest of places, the Missouri River. Kayakers stumbled upon a blue barrel, and when authorities opened it, they found the remains of Jaynie Crosdale. But her death wasn't just another cold case. It was a warning. Jaynie had been inside the home of Timothy Hazlett Jr., a man now facing charges of kidnapping, sexual assault, and unspeakable cruelty. She was a potential witness to his dark and twisted crimes. And now, she was dead. For months, authorities had been searching for Jaynie, hoping she held the key to cracking Hazlett's case wide open. But when Hazlett was arrested, Jaynie was nowhere to be found. Now, with her body discovered, the truth became more horrifying than anyone could have feared. Hazlett wasn't just a predator, he was an alleged killer, too. The terror traces back to October 2022, when a woman, his captive, made a daring escape. She was battered, broken, wearing a metal dog collar and bound in duct tape, but she ran barefoot and in lingerie through the neighborhood, desperate for help. A neighbor heard her faint plea. She opened the door and locked eyes with a woman barely clinging to life. That call to 911 would then unearth unthinkable horrors. The victim, referred to as TJ in court documents, described a daily existence of torment, chained, abused, and dehumanized inside Hazlett's basement. And she wasn't the only one. Investigators soon made a chilling discovery: photos. Images of Jaynie Crosdale in that same basement. Then came the final piece of damning evidence: the blue barrel that held Jaynie's remains. It was identical to barrels found at Hazlett's home. The message was clear. She had been inside that house, and she never made it out alive. Some evidence suggested the possibility of an accomplice, either working alongside Hazlett or acting alone. Regardless, the findings pointed to a far greater threat than authorities initially admitted. At first, they dismissed concerns over missing Black women as, quote, unfounded rumors, despite failing to conduct a proper investigation. Meanwhile, shock and grief rippled through Excelsior Springs. Jaynie Crosdale's death wasn't an accident. It was cold and calculated. Authorities believe she was murdered sometime between June and October 2022, the very months Hazlett's other victim was allegedly being held captive. Hazlett now faces an additional charge of first-degree murder for Jaynie's death, stacked on top of his multiple counts of other various crimes, including sexual assault and kidnapping. If convicted, he won't just serve time, he'll spend the rest of his life locked up, the same way he once trapped his victims. He's currently being held on a $3 million bond. My thoughts and prayers go out to Jaynie's family and friends as they continue to navigate this tragedy and secure justice. As we wrap up this episode, don't forget to subscribe to Hunting for Answers on YouTube, and be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok to stay updated on this case and others like it. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.